Hey guys, welcome to Yoga TX. I'm Jen Hilman, and this video goes out to all of you first-time yogis out there. If you are beginning your yoga practice for the very first time, you have come to the right place. I know we all have a lot of excuses about why we don't practice yoga. I'm not flexible. I don't know if I can do it. I'm nervous or embarrassed to be in a class. There's all kinds of reasons that we would avoid getting into a yoga practice. Even just feeling insecure, like you don't know what you're doing. But this video is going to introduce you to some of the basic poses that you'll need to know. That's going to help you to start improving your flexibility, building some strength, and increasing your confidence so you can start to dive a little bit deeper into this amazing transformational practice. So go ahead and add a thumbs up on this video, like it so you can find it and come back again easily and practice with me. Just like anything you try for the first time, it's always the hardest the very first time. But the more you practice, the easier this stuff is going to become, and you'll start to build your confidence and you'll be ready to take on even more of my beginners videos and slowly start to advance your practice. So we're gonna start standing on your mat, and if you don't even have a yoga mat, don't sweat it. No more excuses. Let's just start to stretch and feel your body, all right? So you're gonna start by standing your feet parallel, about hip width apart, whatever feels comfortable for you. And if you're not sure what parallel feels like, just look down to your feet and make sure that all 10 toes are pointing directly forward. Then take an inhale and stretch your arms up. Really take a big stretch, reaching nice and tall. And as you exhale, fold your body forward. Just let yourself come into a forward fold. Now you can always bend your knees as much as you need. Oftentimes, if your hamstrings are very tight, it'll be hard to fold all the way forward. So that's why I say it's all right to just bend your knees. Slowly let your body start to relax into this pose. Let the weight of your head relax. So you feel this heavy cranium dropping down towards the floor. So you'll feel a gentle stretch along the back of your neck and maybe even stretching along the back of your spine. You can shift your weight front and back. Notice how that changes the stretch sensation. You can also shift your weight side to side, bending one knee a little more and then the other. And feel that stretching along the backs of your legs. So we're just beginning nice and slow. And even in my advanced practices, I very often start with this forward fold. So this is a great place to begin your practice. And take a moment to come back to center. And see if you can let yourself relax a little deeper into your pose. And then you're going to take a big step with your left foot. Reach your left foot way back behind you. So you want to get a big wide step on your mat and then lower your knee down to the floor. Now this is not the same as kneeling like you're gonna propose to someone. You wanna have a wide stance on your mat so that your knee is back behind your hip. So you have a big wide angle here, and you're gonna feel a lot of stretch across the front of your hip. And that's what we're going for, okay? So when you feel that stretch in the front of your hip, that's a good sign you're in the right place. Now from here, lift up in your spine. The temptation is to round forward, but you really want to try and lengthen through your spine. Just taking a nice deep breath here, slowly allowing your hips to relax. Then start to shift your weight back over your left leg and stretch your front knee as straight as you can. Now your front knee may not come all the way straight. It's no big deal. As soon as you feel that stretch sensation in your hamstring, that's all you need to do. Just stretching that hamstring. Pull back on your hips, and again, see if you can lengthen your spine. So the temptation is to round forward. We want to keep lengthening your spine as you pull back on your hips to help you get a nice big stretch in your hamstring there. So this is a good one. Just breathe, allowing your body to soften and release. Okay, then shift your weight forward again, coming back into your lunge. We're going to take it to another little challenge by lifting your back knee away from the floor. But keep that left leg really, really strong and powerful so you feel your legs are supporting you. On your breath in, extend your arms up overhead. Try to keep that front knee bent nice and deep. Lift up out of your waist and even lift up on your belly so you feel your core strength. Stretch your arms up and then release your hands right back down to the floor. Now, spin your left heel flat to the floor. So the outer edge of your foot is going to be parallel to the back edge of your mat. And if you look, you could imagine drawing a line from your front heel to the arch of your back foot. So that's the line. Keep your front knee bent nice and deep. Keep this back leg straight. Rise your body up with your hips open and your arms extended out to your side. This is your warrior two position. So you want to keep that front knee lunging nice and deep. Eventually, your thigh bone is going to be parallel to the floor. So you're building that strength in the quads and the hamstrings. Extend your arms evenly. No sloppy, sleepy arms. Reach through your fingertips, through your chest. And again, lift up on your belly and your waist. Turn your gaze forward. Look just beyond your fingertips. And then straighten your front leg. The pressure is off. Keep both knees straight this time. Glide your fingertips forward as much as you can. Really go for it, okay? I know you're gonna feel a big stretch in your hip. See if you can keep going. Reach as far forward as you can. Then release your right fingertips to the ground and your left arm to the sky. If it's difficult to get your hand all the way to the floor, bring your hand onto your ankle or your shin so you can lift up a little higher, keeping both knees straight and your spine long. Stretch through your hips. Lift your gaze towards the sky. And then release both hands back down to the floor. Okay, so we're squaring your hips again. You can turn your heel up to the sky so you're back in that lunge position. And then you're gonna step your right foot back to meet your left foot. You're gonna lift your hips up to the sky as much as you can so that you extend your shoulders and your biceps. Your biceps will come alongside your ears. This may be a big stretch in your shoulders. It's no problem. Just take some deep breaths. Feel into that stretch sensation and let your chest and shoulders open. It's always okay with me if your knees are bent. If that helps you, go for it. It's not a big deal. You can keep those knees slightly bent so you can feel that full extension in your spine. Slowly, slowly over time, you can work on straightening those knees and eventually reaching your heels all the way down to the floor. Take another breath in here, a full deep inhale. And a full exhale, completely breathe your breath out. Then slowly start to walk your feet forward, coming back to the top of your mat. Take your time, one little step at a time. Feel the stretch as you slowly bring your feet closer to your hands. So we're coming back to that forward fold position just where we began. You can always bend your knees so that you can really let your upper body relax. Release your head, neck, and shoulders, and feel that stretch in your spine. We're going to try this little sequence on the other side. So lift your right foot up and take a big step way back behind you. And then lower your right knee down. Remember, you want to make sure that that knee is reaching back behind your hip. So you have a big open angle at the front of your right hip. You want to get that big stretch in your hip flexors. Lengthen your spine, reaching your heart forward. And just take your time as your body slowly starts to respond and open. And then we're going to shift back, sending your hips back over your right knee, straighten through your left knee as much as you can. It might not go all the way straight. It's no problem. Nobody's judging you here. Really, we're just looking for the sensation. Feel the stretch in your hamstring and just practice right there. Slowly, your muscles will start to relax and start to get longer and stronger. Continue breathing here. Lengthen your spine, lifting your heart up. Pull back on your hips. And again, plant your foot down on the floor, shift your weight forward, and now you're going to lift your right knee up. Make your right leg really strong and straight back there, as strong as you can. Feel the support of your legs underneath you, and then we rise up. Extend your arms up alongside your ears. Try not to be sloppy with your arms. Really, really reach, okay? I know if your shoulders are tight, this might be hard to do, but it's okay. Just breathe. Take your time and be patient with yourself. Take one more breath in as you reach up nice and tall, and then release your hands down. So we're going to come into that warrior two position. Spin your right heel down to the floor so your foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. And if you look, your heel will line up to the arch of your foot. Keep that front knee bending nice and deep. Keep that back leg super strong. Then we rise up. Make sure you have plenty of space between your feet. So if you have a very short stance, you won't be able to get very deep in that front leg. So if you need to create a little more space, go for it. Don't be afraid. And if your quads are burning, if your leg is getting tired, don't give up. That's the good sensation of building strength in your body. So stay with it. Extend through your arms, all the way out through your fingertips, looking out past the tips of your fingers. Lift up through your waist, hugging your belly in. Warrior two. Now go ahead and straighten that front leg. Sweet relief. But we're not through. Glide your left fingertips forward as far as you can. Really reach. Don't be scared. Keep going as much as you can. Then you can release your left hand down and your right arm up. So you can always bring your hand to your ankle or even to your shin. Maybe you can bring your hand to the floor, but just find that position that works the best for you. Reach your spine nice and long. Keep your belly lifting up and in. Pull back on your left hip. You're going to get a big, juicy, stretching sensation in there. Breathe your breath. And then release your right hand down. You can bend your front knee, come back to your lunge. Plant your hands on your mat, and we'll step back to that downward facing dog position. So remember, extend your chest so your biceps will come alongside your ears so you get a nice long stretch through your whole spine. And it's all right if your knees are a little bit bent. It's all right if your heels don't come to the floor. Just want to feel that stretching through the backs of your legs and breathe your breath. Now we're going to slowly walk your feet forward again, one step at a time. Going nice and easy, no rush. Go ahead and bring your knees down to the floor. Sink your hips to your heels. Let your forehead come down towards the floor and extend your arms forward. This is what we call child's pose. This is our most popular and most common resting pose. So anytime you're in a yoga class, whether you're following along on YouTube or in an actual class, anytime you need to take a break, child's pose is the perfect place to rest. You can stay here and take a few deep breaths as long as you need, and then come back and jump back into the practice. And so child's pose is a wonderful place to just get connected to your breath and your body. And walk your hands back in. You can press yourself all the way up. Then go ahead and rise up so you're kind of standing on your knees. Then interlace your hands behind your back. You're going to squeeze the palms of your hands together. Reach your fists away from your hips so you feel your shoulder blades squeeze together on your back and your chest starts to open. Keep that sensation as you slowly start to curl your heart up to the ceiling. If you feel any pinching or crunching in your back, come out of it a little bit. Don't go so deep. Just find that edge where you can stretch your chest open and take a little back bend without creating any pain or discomfort in your back. Slowly come back to center. Release your hands. We'll sit all the way down to the floor, and you can swing your legs around in front of you. Then go ahead and come lying all the way down onto your back. Once you're lying down, hug your knees into your chest. Try and keep your feet side by side and draw your knees as close in as you can. Open your arms out to the side and stack your knees over your hips. Then slowly roll both knees over to the left side, taking a little twist in your spine. Roll your gaze to the right side, and you can close your eyes here as you start to slow down and relax into your twist. Let your breath be slow and steady. Softly open your body. Allow yourself to relax. And then make your way back to center, bringing both legs back up. And now we're going to move to the other side. So I just move my mic out of the way. You're going to stack your knees over your hips and then lower both knees over to the right side. And then let your gaze roll to the left. Take some nice, slow, deep breaths here. Allowing yourself to soften. Stretching those little vertebrae in your spine, stretching all the little muscles that attach to your hips and to your back and to your shoulders and your ribs. Just slowly stretching your whole back in a gentle twist. And make your way back to center. You can wrap your arms around your shins and hug your knees in one more time. And then slowly extend your legs all the way down. And let your palms rotate up towards the sky. Let your feet fall open to the sides so your hips will relax completely. Feel your shoulders dropping down to the earth so your chest is open and your breath can flow easily and naturally. This is your final resting pose, Shavasana. This is a very important part of any yoga practice, as this is a chance for your body to integrate and absorb all the work that you've done. And it's an important time to experience the bliss of pure relaxation and rest. So take your time. Stay here and relax for as long as you can. And when you're ready, you can slowly start to wiggle your fingers and toes, inviting just a little bit of movement back into your body. Then extend your arms up overhead, taking a nice big stretch through your whole body. fingertips to toe tips. Stretch. And slowly roll yourself over onto one side. And if you can keep your eyes closed, that can help you to stay in that relaxed state of mind. Just coming to pause as you lie on your side. And then you can use your top arm to press into the floor, pushing yourself up into a seat. So coming to sit with your spine nice and tall. You can rest your hands on your knees or in your lap. And as you feel your breath move, take this moment to notice how your body feels after just a little bit of stretching and movement. Notice your state of mind, the quality of your breath. And bring your hands to prayer position right at your chest. And gently bow your chin to acknowledge the light of your own being. Give yourself a little gratitude for stepping into the unknown and trying something new. Despite your fears or insecurities or long list of excuses, you persevered to explore something new. Good job. And I would like to acknowledge you and thank you for letting me be your guide in this practice. I hope that this video has helped you to become inspired about practicing yoga more and more. It's a true wealth of knowledge and practice that can help improve your health, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So I hope you'll stick with it. And this is just the beginning of a long, beautiful practice. Subscribe to the Yoga TX channel. We've got tons of beginner-friendly yoga videos for you. Lots of stuff to help you as you advance your practice. And I'm going to be putting out fresh new videos every Thursday, so you can keep practicing along with me. You can visit the Yoga TX website, yogatx.org. We've got lots of great information there and some longer, full-length videos that you can follow along with. You can also visit my website, jenhilman.com, and find out when I might be teaching in your area so you can come and practice with me in person. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for unrolling your mat and exploring yoga. I look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Namaste, my friends. Exhale back. And come all the way up to center. Bring your right hand across to your left knee, and your left hand behind you. And just take a gentle twist through your spine.